Hello everyone, VanguardOfValor here, and welcome back to another episode of FTL back on board the VSS Sloth, our Mantis Cruiser Type B. Now, to start off here, we are of course still doing our engine failure challenge run, but you may notice that our ship looks a little bit different than it did, and there's a very good reason for that. This is not in fact the same save file we were previously playing on. For whatever reason, that file was lost, which is really disappointing. For the most part, we're in about the same place. We got about the same amount of spare scrap, about the same amount of hull. We got about the same weapons. Instead of a basic laser Mark 1, we have a new hull smasher laser Mark 1. We have the same drones, more or less, defense drone, hull repair. We have about the same systems. We don't have our crystal crew, which is really disappointing. I could not find another Zoltan researcher thing while recovering back this save. It was kind of disappointing, but that's what we have. We have another slug instead of another Zoltan, which is also a little bit disappointing, but better than nothing. But yeah, it's okay. We still have the stasis pod and everything, but we don't have the actual crew, which is definitely less than ideal. So we're going to try and maybe get lucky and find one in here. This is an NG Homeworlds, which does have a chance of having the Zoltan Researchers event, but I would not count on it. The odds of us actually finding what we're looking for here are fairly slim. So we're going to try and make our way across here and fight off that flagship. It's a little bit disappointing that it's not quite what I had hoped for, because the last ship we had was literally perfect, but we'll make do with what we got here. A cluster of NG satellites in orbit of a nearby planet are the only clue the mechanical species was ever here. We have other places to be and move on. Found a station over here. Let's go fight these guys and see what they want. Is there anything to be had? We find an advanced rebel automated ship stationed near a small rebel space station. Sensors indicate it's a storage vessel for military goods. Well, you know what? Just for once here, we're going to attempt to cloak access the cache without trying to fight these guys. What do we find? The ship patrols wide around the area, successfully approaching the station while avoiding detection. Inside, the station is a storage site for military-grade weapons, and we find a 27 scrap and an anti-bio beam we can steal. Well, we'll take it. What do we have here? That's an asteroid field. Probably not a good place to go. We might go there anyway, just to fight whatever's there, and then head over to the distress beacon and work our way over this way. Sure, let's do that. Let us do it. Reckless behavior is all we can afford now. A pirate ship lying in wait inside this asteroid field immediately moves in to attack us. They've got a bunch of attack drones too, Hermes missiles. Their weapons are probably not too dangerous, and the fact that we can... Oh, hang on, I shouldn't do that yet. The fact that we can hammer them into the ground with our hull lasers should be pretty darn effective. We're going to wait a little bit long... Oh, wow, they're pummeling us. Okay, we're going to cloak out here so these guys don't wreck us. Now we're going to blast them in the medbay. That takes up almost all of our cloak, but that's okay, because now we can jump in here and wreck these guys' day. Also, we just set their weapons on fire somehow. Oh no, that was an asteroid that hit them, I think. So we can kill the people who are in here trying to fix up the medbay, and then they should rush in there once we kill them. No, apparently not. Alright then, let's leave there. The NG do not seem particularly bothered by trying to fix the damage done. We are going to bring a defense drone online so we don't get hit by that missile, because it is quite large. There we go. We're getting hit anyway because our shields are down because of the asteroids and that pair of attack drones, which is not good. We need to kill this NG pronto before we get murdered. Please, please die quickly. Oh man, this could be really bad. We're going to vent out that fire, and we kill them. Now their ship has been emptied of hostiles. We search it, finding a prisoner who offers to join our crew and 47 scrap. If you're a Mantis, that makes it almost okay. Ah, you're another NG. Well, that could be worse, I suppose. We will teleport our crew back on board our own ship, get them away from the fires. Thank you very much. Put that out. Allison, your job is now going to be weaponry. That will at least give us the ability to repair things faster than with Mantis power. Uh-huh. Okay, back in the medbay, turn that on. Defense drone, you can go off now. There we go. Turbo heals, thank you very much. There we go. 377 scrap is not bad either. Let's jump over to this distress beacon and see if we can't make any more progress here. What do we have at the distress beacon? We have another Zoltan ship. We arrive at the beacon and immediately detect a pirate ship, which appears this distress beacon was nothing but a trap. However, that's okay. We're pretty well equipped to trash these guys' days. Oh, wow, their Zoltan shield survived that. That's unfortunate. Not the end of the world, but certainly unfortunate. We have a little bit of a faster weapons charge thanks to Allison, although she's definitely not going to be able to level up before the end of this, but that's okay. Pummel these guys in the medbay, please. None of the shots got through, but that's okay. We'll just charge in and kill them in the door room. Get in here and fight us there, guys. Excellent. In the time it takes us to charge up again, we should be able to hit them. We're going to cloak out in a minute or two just for fun. Hopefully dodging whatever bomb they're trying to throw at us in a second. Oh, there goes the blade beam. And we're going to dodge that bomb, thank you very much. There we go. And blast this guy in the medbay. There we go. Now you can't infinitely heal. We'll send Slowpoke and Laggard in to finish him off, and we should be done. There we go. With the crew dead, we also take 5 fuel out of their storage, and another 69 scrap as well. Alright, well, Could have been better, could have been worse. Let's get up here and heal ourselves back to full at Mach 50 with that lovely medbay. And where are we going to go next? I think we're probably going to go 1, 2, 3, and we'll work our way over here. We should try and jump to those empty beacons, but I have a feeling we're just not going to find a researcher's thing, so I'm not going to try too hard to look for it. For once, we see the Mantis before they see us, so we're going to attack them, and what we're trying to do here, we're trying to attack people and get crew from them, because if we can do that, then we have a pretty good chance of maybe getting another Mantis, or if we can find a store and buy a Mantis crew maybe, that might work as well. We're just looking for a way to speed our way into another crew member to make up for the fact that we're probably not going to get our stasis pod unlocked. They have a rocket coming at us, so we're going to cloak out right now. Thank you. Charlie, get in there and heal yourself. Please don't get hit by that rocket. Yeah, you're good. Okay. Lombard and Laggard are going to head over to the teleporter, and Slowpoke and Charlie are going to go quickly heal up. In a second or two, we're going to be able to charge them, although we should probably hit out their med bay before we get in there. Most likely, anyway. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to be reckless and just jump straight into their weapons room. They should all come and join us in here, and now once we're visible again, now we can afford to shoot them. Hopefully this does take out the system. Yes, it does. Their medbay is destroyed. We're probably going to take a bomb here into the weapons, which is not the end of the world because we don't need our weapons anymore. It's a good thing we fired earlier when we did. And now we just need to kill these mantises before that missile launcher fires again, which we're probably not going to quite manage. And no, we didn't quite manage it. There are no more life signs remaining on the ship, so we stripped of useful material, getting 3 fuel drone part and 69 scrap, as well as an anti-personnel drone. Definitely not a problem there. We're going to cloak out again, hopefully dodge this guy. I should turn on my defense drone, really, but that worked anyway, so that's okay. Teleport back in, get into the med bay. There we go, heal ourselves. Looking good. Alright. 515 scrap. We should really spend some of this, but I have nothing to spend it on. We could bring an anti-bio beam online. We could swap an anti-personnel drone in, although we really don't need one of those. We could try and use our hull missile, but I think we basically have everything we want. We'll hold on to our money and see if we can't get anything good at the store instead, and... oh, there's a store right there. At a store instead, but that'll do. And... where can we go to make more money? Let's try this beacon and see if there's anything good here. We find an asteroid field. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials while waiting for the FTL to recharge, so we're going to explore that asteroid field. And we find a pirate ship hiding behind one of the larger asteroids. Why does everyone have glaive beams? I want one. That would be fun. Glaive beams are cool. Defense drone online, power up the weapons. These guys don't have a med bay, so we can trash them all day. Let's jump straight into their doors, I guess, because it's the biggest room. And it looks like they don't really want to fight us either, which is great. Since I had those weapons offline, we don't get the pre-igniter bonus for them. That's disappointing. Alright there, guys. We're going to cloak out here, and these guys should go down pretty easy, given that they only have, like, Zoltan and Engies as most of their crew. We do risk taking a bit of damage here, but I think the odds are definitely in our favor. We're going to fire a salvo at their shields just for fun. There we go. And kill that Engie. Thank you very much. Done! There are no more life signs remaining on the ship, so we get fuel drone part and 73 scrap out of it. Excellent. Teleport out of there, guys. Into the med bay. Turbo heals are go! Thunderbirds are go! Alright. What's Charlie doing on shields? He's almost at level 1. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, what do we got? We got 2 stores here. I think we'll jump over to this beacon and see if it has Zoltan researchers, and then we'll head over to the top. Check out those stores. We find an Engie ship in the vicinity. Seeing us jumping armed to the teeth, they immediately broadcast their surrender, saying, subject goal, wealth, Engie motivation and survival, transfer of goods, acceptable? Well, we have the option of just accepting their surrender and getting a paltry reward, or we can explain that we're friendly and getting a good reward or nothing, most of the time. But you know what? I feel particularly generous today, and we're going to explain that we're friendly and see if they still help us. The Engie are satisfied with our explanation. Beneficial. Subject goal, long journey. Remains compatible with transfer of goods from Engie. They send over the gear willingly, and we feel better for it. Getting missile drone part and 64 scrap. Nice. 652 scrap. That's a pretty solid amount if we're trying to buy upgrades. So let's see what we can't get here, and try and make our way towards that exit. An Engie ship hails, saying, engine upgrade necessary for travel home. Sale of equipment necessary for engine upgrade. Halberd beams. Ooh, I like halberd beams. The drones and stuff are not very good. Basically, the station is not the best. We'll sell them our anti-personnel drone and our bio beam and our hull missile, though, because we're not about to use those. Do we want to buy a halberd beam? We have a ton of money to spare. We might as well. The thing is, with the weapons we have, the lasers we have, it doesn't really support our halberd beam strategy. Because if we miss any of them, we're not going to do much damage. But if our boarding party does really well, then we'll be okay. So I guess we'll buy a halberd beam. Sure. We'll buy that anyway. We don't need anything else here. We still have 674 other scraps. So we got lots of money to spend. What about this station? Do you have anything better? A message arrives saying, your scrap, ours, our weapons for you. We're about to raise a shield, and we realize it's just an NG trader looking for a trade. They got a burst laser Mark II. I should probably take one of those. That's pretty good. And more drones. I don't need drones, game. I don't need them. Alright, well, we'll buy the burst laser too, because it's good. We'll sell a hull laser for it. Swap that in, and swap in the halberd beam, I suppose. We can sell this hull laser if we want as well. Well, we might be able to find something better. Let's jump over here and fight these guys, jump to the store, and then we'll work our way to the exit, most likely. Do we have anything else we can do here? Is there anything good we could buy? What can we upgrade? I got so much stuff and nothing to spend it on. Okay, well, we'll buy another power bar for our drone control, so we can use both of these simultaneously if we need to at the end. We'll buy the extra power bar, because we can. And I guess we'll hold on to the rest of our money until we see what we get. So let's jump over here and fight these guys, jump to the store, and then make our way to the exit. We spot a Mantis ship hunting in the distance. We're going to go in there and aid those civilians they're chasing. We frown, powering up weapons, and prepare to engage the Mantis. Not today. Alright, well, they're boarding us in the shields again. They really like trashing our friend Charlie here. Alright, Charlie, you're going to run away to the medbay, I guess, while our Mantises come in here and wreck their Mantises. So they have the potential to do damage. The bomb is probably the most dangerous thing they've got. What is that going to hit? And it hits us in the engines, making us sitting ducks. Alright, Charlie, back over there. You guys are going to run for the medbay. Turn on... Why are the weapons all off? I guess it's because I swapped them around a little bit. Oh, we don't have enough system power to use that. That was stupid of me. Oh, no. That was dumb. Alright, well, nothing we can do about that now. Jump these guys down there. Please don't wreck our day. Okay. Bomb's coming in again. We're going to cloak this time, I think, just so it can't hit us super easily. It might already have hit us. It hit us in an empty room anyway, so that's fine. Now, here's the thing. We don't really have an easy way of taking out their medbay anymore. We can do it, but it's not going to be easy. We can burst laser them. If this hits all 3 shots, yes, we can halberd beam through there. Awesome. It only had 1 layer in it, so we can now teleport in and wreck their day. Get in there. Hopefully they don't come and support the guy in the helm. No, they are not doing so, which means we should be able to kill these Mantis, and then the NG we should be able to triple kill down in their weapons room, even though we have a lot of damage already. Please kill them. Quick, quick, quick. Where was he going to go? He decided to run away, but had nowhere to run away to. Also, get out of there. Declan, run. Ow, Declan, you took some serious damage there. You're going to go to the medbay and heal before you get murdered. And we should be okay after that, so... There we go. No more life signs detected on the pirate ship. When we contact the civilians, after getting 76 scrap, a drone part, and a missile... Ooh, another hull smasher laser, really? They respond saying it's a good thing we came when we did. We'd be dead now otherwise. They're a shipwright and they'd like to help us like we helped them. They give us 28 scrap and another hull smasher laser. Okay, this is like the hull weapons day. I've never had this many hull weapons in one game, I don't think. Ever. Alright, get these guys in there. Fix up all that stuff. We'll send our Mantises in to heal. There we go. Nice speed repairs. More back into the helm. There we go. Alright. Okay, so we're going to upgrade our weapons base. We can actually activate all of our weapons. That's more like it. Thank you. And now we're going to jump to the store, I suppose. We want to try and get as much potential for getting another crew as possible, and we're not going to get another chance after this, most likely. The NG can do remarkable things with just a pile of scrap. The NG Hive at the beacon are selling equipment for just that, and they have just NGs? Another weapon pre-igniter? Another weapon pre-igniter? Really? That's weird. Okay, this has not been the best for us. But look at this! Look at these hull lasers! We have so many of these things. Okay, well, we'll sell 2 more, I guess, because we don't need them. We'll probably sell our damaged stasis pod at this point, because it's not going to do us any good either. We can maybe buy a reverse ion field and maybe get a tiny bit of benefit out of it from the boss fight. Because we're not going to find anything now, I don't think. It sucks to have to sell this thing, but I'm selling it. If we find a Zoltan thing now, I am going to kick myself. Okay, well, buy the reverse ion field is a terrible, terrible augment, but anything is better than an empty augment slot. We have this much spare cash, so we will take it and hope it winds up paying off. So we'll jump over here, then over to the exit. We should be able to get to the exit, I think, without running out of space. Let's see, if we have about this far to here, then we'd have about, we should have just enough space. So we'll attempt it. If we wind up having to fight people at the exit, well, that's okay. What do we have here? Oh, free stuff. When we ask a nearby station for aid, a friendly programmer gives us 32 scrap and the schematics for an anti-ship drone Mark 1. Okay, well, we'll take it. And then we'll jump to the exit, but we're probably going to have to fight someone, because it looks like I judged it wrong. No! We got just the perfect distance. We arrive at the long-range beacon, and when the FTL drive is charged, we will jump ahead to the next sector, and we find a mercenary here. Their unique skills can sometimes prove to be useful, they say. Well, we don't need them to do anything like this, because we're at the edge of the area, so we're just going to murder them, because we are evil, evil, evil people. Mercenaries are, of course, worse than rebels, and the only honorable course is to engage them in battle. So we're going to blast them with lasers. Pew pew! This probably will not take... Oh, it did actually take out all of their shields. That's surprising. Alright, we can board them. Oh, they do have a medbay still, so it's going to be hard for us to take them out directly. But we'll see what we can do. Jump into their shields and trash some of these guys. He'll be able to run away. Excuse me, he'll be able to run away no problem. But that Zoltan might have a harder time of it. Get him! Oh, he survived. Okay, well, that's okay. Now they're going to die. So we blast them with our lasers. Blast them with our lasers, I said. There we go. Knocked out their medbay, so we're going to run in there and take them out before they can repair. There's a lot of lasers coming in, so we're going to cloak right now so we can dodge most of them, if not all of them. There we go, killing off those crew. There are no more life signs remaining on the ship, so we get a fuel, drone part, and 65 scrap. Sadly, no prisoners to take back home. No friendly Mantis who want to join our boarding party. Alright, well this is unfortunate, because having a 3-person boarding party against the flagship is really not what we want. A 4-person boarding party is good, and a 3-person boarding party with a crystal in there making up the 4th part would have been amazing, but no such luck. So let's jump over to the last stand and see if we can't get incredibly lucky and find a store here that will sell us a crew. We arrive at the heart of the last Federation fleet. Our access codes get us past initial security and the direct feed to the capital ship's war room. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying, "What is the meaning of this? Who are you?" We explain our mission. Our explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief from the officers. General Terzel of the Engine Brigade speaks up in our favor, saying that this may be the only potential counter to the rebel technology. Without risking this, we may wind up losing everything. We explain how the rebel flagship is their weakness, and Tully responds, saying that this is all settled then. The rebels will be here in a matter of moments, and they will do what they can to hold off their warships, but we have to succeed in destroying the flagship. They refuel our ship and give us some extra repairs, and they tell us where we can go to get some additional goodies. Now, I'm not seeing any stores on the map yet, which is not ideal, but we're going to truck our way across space here and hope we get lucky. We don't have any time to worry about the battle in the distance. The fight is coming to us very quickly. All humans though, so it's not much of a problem. We're going to get in there and trash these guys. We'll turn on our defense drone most likely, but first we're going to just pummel these guys in the weapons. That sounds like a good strategy. Fire the weapons. Go, 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 go. There we go. And now we're going to fire the halberd beam right through there, turning off their medbay, weapons, engines, and shields, making them a lot less scary. There we go. They're going to try and repair... Oh, it's a high-powered medbay. They're going to try and repair their stuff pretty quick there, which will distract them from being dangerous to us. We'll cloak out here and hopefully dodge that missile. Thank you very much. Please miss. Yes, you did. I like that. Send our crew back over to their positions. We should be more or less ready to fry them again before they get a chance to do a darn thing about it, and I'm quite happy about that. So, we're going to pummel them in the... this thingy? What do you ever call that thing? Medbay, that's the one. And we're going to teleport in there because now it is destroyed and they will not be able to repair it in time to stop us from doing anything. We may have to pop a defense drone to protect ourselves from an Artemis missile. It's going to be coming in about 3 seconds. There it goes. So, can we get the cloak on in time? No. Oh, it missed us anyway. That was lucky. Alright, well, we'll kill this guy now because there's nothing they can do to stop us. We do manage to gather 2 missiles, a drone part, and 69 scrap from the enemy ship before we run away, but there's no time to salvage the entire ship because, of course, the enemy cruisers are quickly incoming. Ah well, that's fine. We'll jump there into the medbay and get out of town. Declan, you're also going to hop into the medbay for a second before we leave, because I'd hate for you to die for no reason here. We have a ton of money. I should really spend it, because it's not going to do us any good in our inventory. So I'll upgrade some systems here, upgrade that, put some upgrades in there. That's good. I don't know. We don't need these upgrades is the thing. I'm just buying them because we have money to spare. If we have a store, then it would be worthwhile, because then we'd be able to recover some of our, like, possibly spend this on useful things. But as it stands, nope. Federation ships are scarce in this region of space, despite a number of civilian space stations. We see a small bomber squadron engaged with some Federation scouts and move in to assist. Okay, it's some drones they got there, and missiles, and all kinds of nasty things. So we're going to try and take these guys out pronto. Blast them with the lasers. Please hit. Oh, we missed a bunch of them. That's okay. We still do a single point of damage to 2 rooms, and that's better than nothing. We turned off the big drone and the mini beam, which is like the least dangerous thing we could have possibly knocked out, but that's okay. Weapons will charge up pretty quick. We should be able to cloak it about the same time they fire the Hermes missile to block them from doing any damage. We probably won't be able to fire again first, but that's okay. We'll cloak out here. There we go. Now we're going to take the shot again. try and do some more damage this time. Please hit all those shots. No, you did not. That means I get to do another 1 damage shot to them. I really want to hit the helm, though, so that's what we're going to do. There we go. Got the helm and the weapons this time. The missile is still online, which is not ideal, but now we're probably going to be able to hit them in the weapons with one of our lasers and hopefully knock it out before it fires again. Although the odds of that are not amazing, given that we only cloaked for a short period of time. We're going to fire our lasers now. Ah, we still didn't quite get it. And please burn them. There we go. There we go. Now they have a weak laser online. They're not very dangerous. We should be able to wreck their day. It's all about charging up them lasers, though. Those level 4 shields are going to be a problem. We're not particularly well equipped to handle them. So, fire again at will. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And one more salvo through there should take them mostly out. There we go. Down goes the auto assault. Hooey. Ship explodes, giving us a missile, a drone part, and 43 scrap, which is nice, but not amazing. There's a repair station over there, which isn't what we want either, so we'll jump over here and fight whatever these guys have, and then we'll see if we can't spend some more money. I haven't decided how this is going to work or not, but I'll talk about that in a second. Long-range scanners show the system is empty of any capital ships and is therefore not of strategic value, but we do find FTL signatures and Rebel Scout nearby. Alright then, you want to fight us? You have lots of missiles, I don't really want to fight you. Okay, well that's okay, we're going to blast them with our lasers. Classic strategy here. Oh, come on. You don't even get through their shields. They're the worst, guys. This is terrible. Alright, jump in here and start punching these guys in the face. They're going to come in and fight us 4-3, so they're going to have a slight strength disadvantage instead of a major strength disadvantage, because we fight like 6 people and they fight like 4. We might be able to get another salvo off here before ruining everything, but we'll see. We fire the lasers. That missile's going to be coming in any second now. We're going to cloak. It hit us anyway. Okay. Well, we're going to fry them with the halberd beam now. Hopefully taking out the med bay. Not entirely, but that's okay. We did do a bunch of damage to them. And that's not actually very good for us. Our med bay's broken as well, so we're going to send Allison over to go fix it. We can probably kill these guys because there's no room in the med bay for them right now. There we go. We got 2 dead, but that's not great. We'll do a bit more damage to their systems here. And now we're going to have to run away because our guys are pretty badly injured. So we're going to run them out of there. We're going to send them into the med bay to start doing some repairs and healing up there. And we're going to try and just kill these guys, I think. We're going to smash them with the hull, smash our lasers and the burst lasers and the different kinds of lasers. We're going to halberd beam them through there again to do some nasty damage, which should kill them. No, not quite. They got lucky there, and their shield regenerated just enough to stop me from doing that. So I'm going to bring on the defense drone to block that breach missile, because I do not want to get hit by that thing. No siree. And we'll send Allison back over to weapons and heal up Lombard as well at maximum healing potential. There we go. Lasers are back online. We can easily kill these guys now. All we have to do is shoot them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to fire salvo at these guys and kill them off the old-fashioned way. Down goes the rebel fighter, and what do we get in return? Ship explodes, giving us 3 fuel, a missile, and 49 scrap. Okay, well, could have been better, but could have also been much worse. Alright. Defense drone offline, back into the medbay. 472 scrap. Is there anything we can get nearby? No stores. There are no stores on this map. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. We're not getting our 4th crew, we're not getting better weapons, but we hopefully have enough to fight the flagship anyway. As soon as we arrive at the beacon, Rebel Scout turns to engage us, and we have to power up weapons. Ugh, what's with you guys and big lasers and drones and stuff? Whatever. Smash them. Now, theoretically, it's a better strategy to attack them in the shields at first here, because that makes it easier for our next stacks to do damage. They also have 5 shield bars, which is a little bit insane. A little bit insane. We're kind of completely underpowered to fight against that kind of thing. But we'll do our best and see what we can do here. We're going to try and hit them in the shields, maybe, because that would be better than nothing at this point. So we're going to blast them with the shots over on the shield room. That was good enough to do 1 point of damage. I didn't even hit the engine right. That's kind of weird. I was pretty sure that's where I was aiming, but that's okay. We're going to hit them again in a second. We are actually losing our shields quite badly here, so we're going to use our cloak here to make sure that we can recover a little bit. There we go. Ooh, okay. Charging up our weapons. Take advantage of that full charge time. We're going to hit them in the shields again. They are down 1 shield power bar, which is nice, meaning we have the opportunity to hit them for some nice damage here. There we go. And we did hit the helm even too, which makes it a little bit easier in our favor. That guy does so much damage though. Ow, it hit us in the engines. That's not good. Now we can't dodge at all. Please don't kill us. Okay, we're going to be hitting them again in a second. They're going to be hitting us again in a second because we don't have any dodge or any ability to cloak right now. We're going to be hitting them nice and hard in the shields and then frying them with our deadly lasers. Ow, if they don't fry us with their deadly lasers first. Alright, so we're going to be hitting right across there. Please kill them. Yes, it did. Fantastic. We took a bit of damage there, but nothing too bad. Ship explodes, giving us 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and another 70 scrap. That's a lot of scrap. Alright, we'll send Mord in to get healed, because he's the one who took damage in there. We will also use some hull repair drones here, so we can actually heal our ship a bit, so we're up ready at full for the fight. Lombard, you're going to stand outside the teleporter room, so that when we fight the flagship, we can teleport these guys straight into missiles. Without the ability to dodge them, those missiles will be quite nasty. We'll send Mort back into the helm. I'm still kind of disappointed that we don't have the opportunity to use our crystal crew here, but we'll make do with what we got, I suppose. Now here's the question I have. I think, well, it's not really a question, it's more of a thing. I'm not sure whether it's in keeping with the idea. Can we upgrade the engines and just never put power into them? I think it's probably a good idea to do, because otherwise one shot there takes us out. And like with the shield system, when we didn't have it, it wasn't like we were lacking anything. There was no room that could get hit and take damage for our ship. It was just a room that wasn't there. I don't know. Can you upgrade the system even if you never put power into it? Let's say no. You're not allowed to. I don't know if it makes a difference. You can play it however you want. But I'm going to try and play it like this. We have a ton of extra money, and it's all because we're refusing to put money into where it could easily be spent. Alright, here we are, fighting the rebel flagship at long last. If we destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving, so there is of course no turning back. This is the proverbial it. Here we go. Alright. We could try and murder their crew again, although it will be hard without the ability to lock down their medbay, because they have a really good and really hard to kill medbay. We're going to teleport straight into their rockets first. Take care of that, and I think we're going to go and smack them in the shields a little bit so we can actually do some damage now. So hit them over there, please. Oh, good. Alright, now we have a choice here. Halberd beaming, I think we're actually going to aim for their cloak and their shields. That would be kind of nice if we could hit those out. They'll repair it before we can do anything about it right now. But the cloak is out, which means they're going to have a hard time dodging us, which is lovely. And here comes the first salvo of missiles, so we're going to be cloaking. Please miss us. Excellent, they all missed. Now our guys here should be able to take out that rocket launcher pretty easily. Pretty easily, anyway. We're going to try and kill off their crew as much as possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire another salvo of hull lasers into the medbay. Oh wow, they repaired that fast. Alright, 2 damage just to the medbay. I just want to keep the medbay broken so that we can try and get in there and do as much damage to it as possible later on. We cannot teleport out now because of the way they've just cloaked, which is unfortunate. It means it's going to be harder for us to easily murder them. We need to speed heal our dudes. We're going to take some hits here, I bet you. And we're going to jump back into the teleporter and get ready to run away. 1 point of damage, that's not so bad. They haven't quite repaired the medbay yet, but that's okay. We need to destroy it before we get in there, otherwise it's not going to work. It's going to be repaired before I can fire again, though, I bet you. This is not going to work out at this speed. We need to be a little bit faster, guys, a little bit faster. Okay, fire the lasers, fire the lasers. Go, 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 go. Awesome, we even hit it with 1 shot. The halberd beam should take it out now. Yes, it did. We're going to jump in there right now. Please kill as many of that crew as possible. Alright. I like how this is going so far. We actually have the opportunity to kill out all of their internal crew. If we can do that here, we are laughing. Absolutely laughing. Now, we're in trouble here if that cloak doesn't turn off before we need to run away. Okay, we got lucky, it looks like. We'll be able to run to freedom here while they're still all stuck in that room. We won't be able to kill all their crew in this one attack, but we should be able to get back in there pretty quick and hit them hard again. Here come some ion shots, which are hopefully going to miss us. They're going to heal that thing really fast, though. So we need to heal up really fast, too, and get back in there. We can't really afford to do too much damage to the room because it's not going to work out in our favor here. Alright, they've already fully repaired it. We killed a couple of the crew off, I think 2 maybe of them. Not entirely what we wanted, but we'll take it for now. And now what we're going to do is we're going to try and break it again. So we're going to fire another salvo in there. We don't want to do too much damage to the ship, so we don't want to break it while we're on it. And they just cloaked out at the perfect time, meaning we didn't do any damage to them at all, which is unfortunate. But it does happen. That's why we dislike the cloak on that ship, because it makes it difficult to attack. Once our weapons recharge, it's not hard to fight, it's just difficult to actually hit them. Okay. Charging up the bullets. Another laser comes in. That's not a big deal right now. We may want to kill this guy out so we don't fire it quite as quickly. I'm not sure if that actually works on this ship, but it'd be worth trying. We're going to hull laser and burst laser them in the medbay again. Oh, we got the hit in too, which is perfect. That means they're broken again. We can teleport our crew in there and start doing some more damage. We get one more attempt at this after this happens, because they have enough health to do 3 more damage to without killing them. So we do get another opportunity to smash their medbay and kill any remaining crew. We got another 2 people dead. We might be able to get a 3rd, possibly even a 4th. We might be able to get all of them in this time, actually. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. We're taking some damage, though. We're going to run. Alright, it's not worth dying for. Not worth dying for. Head into the medbay. Turbo heal yourself, please, before you die. We do have our cloak ready as well in case we need it. We've basically taken no damage here, which is basically how it normally goes. Rarely... Ow! I guess that's what I get for saying that. It hit me in the face as soon as I said that we didn't take no damage. We'll turn on a hull repair drone just to fill us up here for fun. There we go. Awesome. It's kind of sad. We're doing a great job here wrecking this first stage, which is what we would have done anyway, but it would have been so much fun to be able to use the crystal crew and just demolish them every time for really easily. Yes, Vanguard, that is certainly not words. Alright, we're going to kill these last 2 crew on the main body of the ship, and then we are going to be laughing. This is going to be super easy for the next fight, as long as we don't get murdered by drones, which is entirely possible and highly likely. So all these guys are dead now. Fantastic. Teleport off that ship. We're going to actually go take out the beam weapon person before we go into the next stage, because I have a feeling they're going to cause us some troubles in the next stage with all those drones taking out our ability to defend ourselves. So, once they reappear, we're going to teleport into the beam weapon and kill that guy, and then... Actually, can we even do that? There's only 2 hull left? Oh, we're not going to risk it. We're just going to kill them. Hit him hard, gentlemen. And go for the kill. Bzzzt. Down you go, Rebel flagship. Nice try. Alright, just as we gain the upper hand again, they find a way to make another... They find a way to make an FTL jump away. In their new state, they'll have to get closer to the base to be a threat, so we have bought ourselves some time, getting a missile drone part 19 scrap in the process, but we'll have to keep up the assault. Oh yeah! Alright. I think actually our ion blocker thing has actually helped us in this fight. It must have triggered a couple times, because I'm pretty sure we've gotten hit by some things that haven't actually affected us in any way. We could jump over here and see if there's anything there, and then jump out. I doubt there will be, because there's nothing at the beacon. But that might be interesting. Let's jump over here and see if there's anything there. Is there anything here at all? Nope. Alright, that was where the flagship was, and there's nothing ever in flagship beacons. So we're going to jump over here and fight this guy again. Bring it on! Round 2. We chase down the flagship and discover it's heavily damaged from the previous fight. Sands indicate it has redirected considerable power to its drones. We have to get ready for battle. Alright, so it is going to be droning the heck out of us. We're going to be taking Laggard out of the room for now. We're going to be teleporting our guys into the missiles to break that system as quickly as possible. We're also going to be using only level 1 cloak, because we discovered earlier that that's amazing for dodging their power surges. So that's what we're going to be doing. Oh, defense drone, go, 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 go! Yes! Haha! You shot down a boarding drone. That makes you officially the best defense drone. Shoot down another one. Yes! It's actually right in the middle of the gear symbol, too, for the scrap. That's awesome. 2 in a row! Can you get 3 in a row? No, you cannot. You just watched it! You just watched it go in! Whatever. You did a great job on the other one, so I can't really complain. We're going to blast these guys with some lasers. Hopefully enough to take out a little bit of health on that. Ooh, good. It's on fire. That's fantastic. They can't put out the fire, so we are going to be laughing here now. That drone is going to be useless. Okay, so we're going to teleport our crew into their ship, I suppose. That's probably the best strategy here. We can't... Oh, I can't teleport him in yet? Oh, he wasn't in the room yet, I suppose. We could cloak, but not quite yet. Defense drone... Please destroy that system right now, guys. There we go. Alright, now I can teleport you back and send you all into the enemy ship. Just trash their shield system, then get out of town. Here comes the power surge. We should be okay here. We're going to try and hit him again, I guess in the drone bay? We don't really need to hit anything at this point. We have them pretty much where we want them. But we're going to trash them a little bit here. Now, we missed all those shots, but that's okay. We're going to hit them in the helm and the shields. There we go. Here comes the power surge, which means it's time for us to use our cloak. Excuse me. We're not entirely protected here because we do lack the dodge ability, but the fact is they won't be able to see us, so we should be fine. Also, their drone control just burned out, which automatically ends a power surge. That's a really interesting thing. When the one time when you actually destroy the system, it force ends the power surge. Any other time after that, the power surge can still happen at full strength. Whoa, that's a fast other power surge. What? What? Why is it so fast again? No, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. We're gonna get wrecked this time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hurry up and break those shields, guys, so I can smash this ship into tiny bits. Ow, 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 ow. We're gonna take a lot of hits here. Nothing I can do. That was weird. That did not work out like I expected it to. Maybe force ending it sped up the reach. Oh, I bet it did speed up the recharge time on it. That's the problem. Okay, well, we got okay here. We took a bunch of damage, 4, but that could have been much worse. So what we're going to do is we're going to vent out our med bay so we can not catch fire. Teleport our crew back on board our ship. There we go. And now we're going to kill these guys. They have nothing left to protect themselves with. They are dead. Bye-bye, suckers. Actually, hull laser, you're going to hit a hull room, so you have to do full damage. And there we go. Dead rebels. A little tiny piece fell off. That's weird. Just as we finally gain the upper hand, it finds a way to make an FTL jump ahead. In its new state, it'll have to get closer to the base again to be a threat, so we have ourselves some time. We'll have to keep up our assault, getting a fuel, a drone part, and 20 scrap. We are absolutely trashing these rebels, and I like it. We're also going to vent the fire out of those rooms, so we'll get our crew somewhere less stupid. And we'll get Allison and Mort to go fix up the damage in the drone bay. Oh no, there's still the drone in there. Okay, we'll get our Mantises to go in and murder them all, and then we'll use these guys to fix it. Okay. I didn't open that door properly. Well, I have to say, this has been going fairly well. It could have been better if we had actually done it the way we intended in the first place, but this has been going pretty well. I'm surprised. Despite only ever having one power bar, one up slot in the engines, it's actually been working fantastically well. Alright, NGs, Mort, and Allison, go fix up our med bay. And then actually we'll send in one of our Mantises as well, so he can start healing up as soon as it's turned on. Everyone else is at full health, I believe. No, Charlie's taking some damage as well. Let's look at... Okay. Hull repair drone, you're going to go on now, so we can fix up the damage we've just taken. We'll send Mort back to the helm, Allison back to the weapons, our Mantises is into the med bay, except for Laggard, and we will open doors accidentally, send Charlie into the med bay. Oh boy. Okay, Mantises, where you need to be. Charlie, where you need to be. People are actually doing pretty well. They're all pretty good at their job, surprisingly enough. Allison's already at level 1 weapons. That's not bad. 341 spare scrap. Is that enough to actually fill out this whole system? Because that would take how much? How much is that actually? 55, 95, 155, 275, 355? So we don't quite have enough to power up the full engine. But we have a lot of money. A lot of money. We can jump over here and fight these guys and then jump back over there. That sounds like fun to me, so we're going to do it. Over here. Now this last stage might absolutely trash us if we're getting unlucky. That power surge is really going to hurt. We arrive in the middle of a raging battle. Both sides are taking heavy losses, and a small squadron flies past while a fighter breaks off towards our position. Alright, we have a lot of lasers, holy cow. Alright, we're going to blast these guys with weapons. We're not going to worry too much about being fancy here. We're just going to try and kill them. We're here for the extra fun. And we're going to halberd beam them through there. Thank you very much. There we go. Take out some of those lasers anyway. We're going to kill these guys by letting them into the room. No, get in here. There we go. Giving them a death penalty just by entering the room. I could have suffocated them out there as well, but I feel like just murdering them with my Mantises. Because, hey, why not? Power up those cloaks to maximum into the med bay. Super heal yourselves back to full. We are going to cloak maybe in a minute? No, they've attacked an empty room. And they'd already hit us anyway, so there's no point. We are going to fire a salvo ourselves, thank you very much. And now we're going to cloak. Bloop. We're going to teleport into their ship, because their medbay is now destroyed. You poor suckers. And now we can kill them all. You guys have no hope of survival. No hope at all. Kill them all. We took no damage here, which is great. Not that it really matters. We do have a hull repair drone and 14 drone parts. This is a massively overpowered ship. There isn't time to salvage the enemy ship, but our crew made it off with 3 fuel, a missile, and 68 scrap before we have to jump away. Zoop. Alright guys, not bad. Get into that medbay. Heal yourselves to full. There we go. Back down below. We have 409 scrap now, which is enough to buy everything. What to get? What to get? What to get? What to get? Well, we could... I don't know. What do we want to get with this? Nothing. We can't buy anything. What am I talking about? Let's jump over here and fight these guys, and that will end our game. We are doing pretty well here. I'd be very surprised if anything goes wrong at this stage. They do have the Zoltan overshield here, which is going to make things a little bit more difficult for us, but we should be able to trash it pretty quickly. We're not certain how they're able to keep fighting with the amount of damage they've sustained. It looks like they've transferred power to the teleporter as well as some kind of super weapon. We're not too worried about any of that because, well, they don't have anything. that wasn't so good. We're going to halberd beam across these rooms, see if we do some damage there. It's 4 damage, it's not great. The beams do not do as much damage to those ships' Zoltan shields as I would like, but it's better than nothing. So we're going to blast them with some lasers. Oh, there comes the missiles. Defense drone, you are now online. Thank you. Please shoot down at least one of those. 2 would be great. Ah, only got 1. And he set us on fire, but that's okay. We have level 3 doors that should block the fire more or less completely. And their Zoltan shields are down, so it's time to go. Alright, so we'll send our first squadron into the missile. Please turn that thing off. That's the thing that can do the most damage to us in this fight. Power surge is incoming as well, so we're going to be cloaking out in a minute. Once that goes off... There we go! Cloak, please, please, please miss! Oh, that thing is scary. Okay. Trash the missile system while we're hiding in cloak here. We're not going to bother firing, so we get the maximum length of cloak to stop them from missiling us in the face while our Mantis try and take the system out. I don't know if they're quite going to get it in time, but we'll see. And did we get it before it fires again? There's another power surge already coming, so this one's going to hurt. And they did not get it before it fired again, which means we're going to take a bunch of damage here for no good reason. Alright, oh, we got 2 of them. That's actually pretty good. We only got 1 hit against us. That's actually really nice. Alright, systems destroyed. Teleport back into our ship. We are going to take a bunch more hits here, though, which is not ideal. Ow. We're going to smash these guys in the shields now, if we can. There we go. Take out the shields and the ability for them to dodge. Ooh, now all we have to do is not get trashed like fools here, and we should be fine. Get those shields back and up and running, please. There we go. Our cloak is back online for the next power surge, which is good. We should be able... I could teleport in and take out the shields manually, but we should be able to just weapon them down now pretty easily. And by weapon them down, I know that isn't actually a word in any way sense. In any sense of the word. Word? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Smash them with lasers. Okay, and they're going to be firing another power surge, so we're going to be cloaking. Nice try. They actually hit us a couple times there, which is why we're only having 85% evade while cloaked. But this has actually been surprisingly manageable. I was expecting a no shields run, no engines run to be absolutely impossible, but this has actually been not that much of a problem. And down goes the Rebel flagship. Nice try. Alright. Whew. Thanks to the valiant effort of the VSS Sloth and her successful crew, Slowpoke, Langard, Lombard, Declan, Mort, Charlie, and Allison, the Rebels' flagship was destroyed, throwing their fleet into chaos and ensuring our Federation victory. Excellent. Fantasmic. Let's see how our score did. Ooh, 5906. Almost 6,000 points. That might be our new high score, too. We defeated the Rebel flagship and ensured the victory of the Federation. That is a new high score. Fantastic. That's 500 points more than the VSS Apocalypse. We have a new combat kills high score with 66 combat kills. Most jumps survived for Laggard, one of our original crew. Any of the 2 original crew would have earned that, I suppose. But Laggard gets it with 109 jumps survived. Most ships defeated 53, beacons explored 101, and scrap collected 2,655. Awesome. Still not quite a 6,000 point victory, but that's pretty darn good. Awesome. Alright, well, that was a fairly effective challenge run, I have to say. I was expecting it to be a lot more deadly than that, but we will definitely take what we got. If you have enjoyed this episode, thank you very much for watching for the first thing, and don't forget to like the episode. This has been VanguardOfValor playing through FTL. If you have enjoyed the episode, don't forget to check back later on. We'll have some more later, I'm sure, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.